boy. We got another one. Ha. I mean, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding. I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on Desmond Ridder and the Detroit Lions.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than 1 step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Now Ridder to throw on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
45, right.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ritter, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. McKee. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fields. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster from the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On 1st down, Ritter. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a give right side. Seymour. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle they go. McKee. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on second down. Ritter escaping the pressure right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. First down. Here's Ritter. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third and long now. Ritter. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Paris Campbell, 54 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run right on the option. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a first down throw. Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap. Fields working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Here's Ritter. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Ritter. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, nice move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try and run the option left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they go. McKee. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 38. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Fields throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Pollard again. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Steps away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter off the play fake. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Williams, the man in motion left. Ritter to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, McKee, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Going play action, Ritter. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Fields finding Knox there, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Fields. There's the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns 1:12 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, McKee. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, McKee. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ritter. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ritter looks to throw it. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he's got it inside the 10. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as he had...